I want this device, this thing to rotate. This thing is trying to make me do this live. I don't like the lack of control I have with this whole situation. With this, I'd be so confused. So it would be so much easier if I could just turn this thing horizontally. But for some reason, it's forcing me to do vertical. What wallet? You don't have a wallet. Can you stop? Hey, first of all, pull your dress down. Second of all, chill out. I am just going to keep on going live until somebody comes in and starts interacting, asking questions, saying something that I can respond to. In the meantime, y'all just gonna keep on seeing me come live and just doing what I'm doing anyway. I just finished watching a video with somebody finally giving more information on what I may be doing wrong with this whole YouTube thing and social media altogether. And I know that everybody kept saying consistency, but they were not giving enough information. Muffy, sit down. And it's really difficult already for me to, it's just things are just all over the place. Everything is all over the place. I am doing the best that I know how. And I'm under a lot of stress, a tremendous amount of stress. And I've been going through a lot of emotions over a lot of things. It's a lot that I want to talk about. But for one, I'm not just about to do anything for clout. I'm not that pressed about clout enough to do anything for clout. I just feel like that whole trend is very toxic. But I do want to be able to, have a sustainable life. Little girl, I do need to have a sustainable life. I do need to be able to take care of my daughter, who is autistic and epileptic and very much a handful. She by herself is like 2 full-time jobs. And I want to be able to give her all of the time and attention that she deserves and needs. But I also have to be able to provide for her. And that part I feel like is not being comprehended. I be feeling very unappreciated. And that be having me going through so many emotions. So I feel very undervalued. And it may be partly because I don't put myself out there as much, but also there's a reason why I don't put myself out there, because it's like I'm a very firm believer in go where you're appreciated. If what I do offer anybody, if people would show even an ounce of appreciation, then I would give a lot more. But when I put myself out there for years and got everything but appreciation, I just get slapped in the face and treated like crap. It's very difficult to continue to put myself out there. You do not have enough clothes on to keep jumping like that in front of the camera. Stop it. Um, I wanted to talk about my haircut because I know it's kind of weird that um since I've had this channel, I think I've had hair. Stop it. And it's hard for me to post because I really don't want my child on the channel because it's too many creeps in the world. And I'm seeing too many things. Stop. Lay down. Take a nap. Take a nap. It's too much stuff going on in the world, and I'm very protective. And I do not play with that type of stuff. I feel like more parents should start getting more serious and taking it more seriously because people are doing a lot of stuff in this world, and this wasn't even supposed to be a topic, but the fact that she keeps jumping in the camera is really triggering me right now because one of the reasons why I stopped posting so much, because it's nearly impossible for me to record without her being in it because I am a solo mom. And excuse me if I struggle talking. I think my jaw is dislocated. I have no clue how it happened, but I think my jaw is definitely dislocated and it hurts. And it's hard for me to open my mouth. Sometimes, like last night, I could only open my mouth like not even halfway without an extreme amount of pain. I had to force myself to open my mouth trying to figure out what was even going on. And it feels like my jaw is dislocated. Like this side is under where it should. It's more, this side is more inside and this more side is more outside, and it hurts. It's so uncomfortable and at times so painful. But yeah, it's just too much going on, and people are out here putting their kids on social media wearing all types of stuff, which may be cute, but at the same time, when you realize what you're attracting, the type of attention that you're attracting, and the fact that you're attracting that attention to babies, that it's not cute, it's scary. Um, to somebody like myself, yeah, me looking at it is one thing. I can look at it and be like, oh, this shit, that's so cute. And I can smile and, love how confident that baby is and so on and so forth. But there's a such thing as teaching your kids to have a false sense of confidence that could be very dangerous. And when I say very dangerous, I speak from experience. I would love to be able to get into story times. I feel like story times would help y'all to comprehend where I come from in my passion in creating this channel, in writing my book, in the whole movement that I'm presenting and everything that I'm doing, because I feel like some people just innocently don't get it. They don't know. Some people know and they just don't care. Some people genuinely just are jealous. Um, but some people just genuinely don't understand because they don't know what I've gone through, what I've made it through, what I've accomplished. And so it's hard for people to comprehend um, where my input would come in, I guess. And I don't really always know how to present that when I'm dealing with somebody who is putting blocks up before they even get a chance to get the information. Like, I'm not that naturally, well, I am naturally a social person, but just life has made me back up from being so social because the type of naturally social I am have put me in a lot of dangerous situations. I'm gonna wait until she's done because lay down and be quiet. Go to take a nap. Go to sleep. Be quiet. So there's a misunderstanding. There's definitely a misunderstanding. Um, when I wrote my book, people looked at me and they was like, "Oh, you're just so great. You accomplished this, and I'm so proud that you did this, and I want to support because I love seeing that you did this and so on and so forth." But I think that they were looking at as putting me on a pedestal that nobody needs to be on. It's not a healthy pedestal. And it's a pedestal where it's like, because you're writing a self-help book, and that's also why some of my haters are hating, because of a misconception. um Me being a self-published author is not reason to have envy towards me, because what people need to realize is that the things that I had to go through to be able to write that book, you do not want those experiences. The things that I still go through now, and because of the way people perceive anybody who is a self-published author, or anybody who is doing anything in the self-help industry or in the motivational inspirational industry, you have to try to put on this happy-go-lucky face all the time, even when you are in some terrible situations. Like, it could ruin your career just because you have a setback. It could ruin your career. It could, go other ways, but the fact that you just don't know which way it could go, and your livelihood is on the line, it puts you in a situation that is like, it's not healthy. It's just not healthy. And I was not expecting for it to make me feel like it makes me feel. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. Muffy, lay down. Um, yeah, it's just difficult. I be wanting to do story times, but I don't want people to think that, for one, I don't have anybody watching my channel. So from what the person that I was just watching was saying, that how are you gonna do come on and just start, doing get to know me like I have done, and nobody knows who you are. Well, me personally, I feel like that kind of is an oxymoron, because that's why you're saying get to know me. But, you know, I guess if nobody even knows your name or has an interest in you already, then they don't care to get to know you, which I personally feel like is messed up, because I personally would give somebody a chance. If I come across a channel where I've never seen this person before, especially if it's somebody that I'm saying claiming to want to support, like people who are saying they want to support black businesses, or they want to support black creators, or I don't use that word black, but I'm saying that because of the fact that that's what people be saying. And then they see somebody who is quote unquote black doing a get to know me that they don't know. I would think that that would mean they would want to watch the video to get to know them, to see if that's somebody that they can support. But apparently that's not how it works. So I just be feeling uncomfortable with trying to do story times. One, because that is putting a lot of my personal business out there. Is putting a lot of traumatic experiences out there. Is putting a lot of crazy experiences out there. It's it could cause, it could stir up more stuff with people, that the only way I would feel comfortable with stirring it up, if I'm not just stirring it up, but I'm actually helping somebody at the same time by telling their story, or if I'm getting some type of support that I did not have before to help me through the situation by telling that story. If no good is coming out of me telling that story time, but a lot of chaos is coming out of it, I'm not that person. I'm not I'm not toxic like that. So, not saying that I don't have any toxicity or I don't have any flaws, but that's not my toxicity. So, as much as I need to be able to get certain stories out, I need to be able to talk about it. It's like I need to do it in a way where it's going to be worth it. And if nobody's watching the channels, nobody's responding, it's like it's still not getting it out of my system. It's still not exposing what needs to be exposed. It's not helping anybody. Um, you know, so it's not helping me, it's not helping anybody else. So if it's not, I'm the type of person that anything I do, I need it to either be helping me or helping somebody. Because if not, then what are you doing it for? You get what I'm saying? So in the meantime, it just stays in me. And Mafi, aquí se say, ahora. She's really trying me right now. Um, but yeah, it's a lot that I want to share with you guys. Um, I came on here earlier and I literally really didn't say anything until the end. If you watch that, if you go and watch that live, make sure you watch to the end because it's really funny. She kind of she was trying to knock me out, but for the first whole part of that video, I wasn't talking or anything because it's like maybe people just don't want to hear me talk. Maybe people just want to see, because people constantly ask what's going on in my life. People constantly ask what's going on in my life and everything. Um, so I don't comprehend that how it could be that people don't want to see what's going on when people are always curious of what's going on, supposedly. But I do know that people don't seem to like to hear me talk. So I figured that I'll just come up here and just be quiet until somebody asks me a question or something, and then I'll respond. But, you know, I also have a lot to share. And people used to tell me a few years ago that if I had a, a reality TV show, that they would definitely watch because the stuff I go through be like crazy and interesting and dramatic sometimes, a lot of times, and people love drama. Me personally, I don't like drama. I try to eliminate drama from my life, but certain people constantly try to drag drama to you, and I do struggle with um letting people go in a proper time. Um, but eventually I do. But it takes me a while sometimes, especially when I develop the love for them. And so, yeah, that comes with a lot of story times, a lot of stuff from very, very young all the way up until current times. And yeah, I feel like I'm ready to finally tell, like, get the truth out there because it's a lot of stuff. And I feel like that's also why people don't support me, because people be knowing me that I don't know them. but they be thinking they know me. Let me put it that way. They think they know me because they heard stuff through the grapevines, or they know somebody who knows me who be talking behind my back, talking crap behind my back, but would never say it to my face. And um yeah, people be having a whole lot of misconceptions about me, and they be all falsehood, and they just don't come and actually talk to me about it. So they just be treating me according to what they think, and 9 times out of 10 they be wrong. So I feel like it needs to be exposed, because at this point it's really in every way possible affecting my life, and I'm beyond fed up. I've been beyond fed up for a long, long time now. And honestly, I get tired of being nice. I get tired of always having to be the peaceful one. I want to be peaceful. I desperately want to be able to be peaceful, but at the same time, I don't want to be peaceful to my own detriment and just get walked all over and continue to be treated like crap and continue to be abused. Because at the end of the day, part of what my book was talking about in mindset is knowing your worth and knowing your value, and knowing that nobody deserves to be abused unless you personally did something to somebody to a super extreme, where your punishment, your karma is your karma. But to just have somebody bullying or abusing you for absolutely no reason, nobody deserves that. That's not Nobody deserves that. I don't care what you think about yourself, what where your confidence level is, whether you think you're pretty or not, because you're beautiful. um Forget this standard of beauty that's been put out here, you know. um no matter what, nobody deserves to be mistreated for absolutely no reason. And that's something that I've dealt with for for my whole life. And I still thrive, but it hurts. It it bothers me, and it's hurting more so now, not because I really care about what the people think or what the people say or what the people do, but it's bothering me that they're actually going to the extreme of affecting my livelihood and my ability to have basic survival. Like, they're really trying to take me out. And I don't understand, because I've been nothing but nice to people. Like, anybody I have ever lashed out at, trust me, they deserved it, because I'm not that individual. I don't like being like that. Like, even in school, I've gotten I've gotten in a fight where I very well could have defended myself, but I was so appalled because this person pretended to be my friend, to the point that I was in shock. So while they were hitting me and actually stabbed me in my face and behind my ear with a pencil, I was so in shock I was too in shock to even react in the moment. And it's just like, that's how things be sometimes. But there's an end to that. Like, I'm not what people think I am. I had one of my old bullies from school who later on, end up at least acting kind of cool with me. And she finally told me why it was that they chose to bully me in school, and why people still, try to bully me now and try to do things that they do now. And her words was, because I'm too soft, which reminds me of my mom saying at one point, oh, she couldn't hurt a fly. And I'm like, you really don't know me. But it was like, because I look so young, I look so small, and I look so innocent, and I'm just so nice. I'm too nice, basically. And it makes people feel like they can walk all over me, so they do. And my thing is, What they don't realize, I used to laugh when some people would tell other kids in school, don't mess with her because she's going to be the next Caliban child. That's not funny, but at the same time, it was funny because what they were saying, which somebody did straight out say, the quiet ones will be the ones that'll mess you up the worst. Listen, when somebody's being nice, it's a good idea to let them be nice. Like, don't attack the nice people. Don't attack the sweet, quiet ones, because when they snap, you have no clue how many years of, like, you don't have no clue of, you may be the breaking point, but you don't know what you're breaking. You get what I'm saying? When somebody keeps a smile on their face and they're being nice and they're biting their tongue and they're not saying anything and they're trying to avoid a fight, they're the ones that, because they don't speak it, they're not loudmouth like everybody else. They may be the person who's not gonna come talking. It's just gonna come out of nowhere, and you're not gonna be ready for it. And the worst thing to do, the worst way to come to a war is unprepared. So yeah, you like, I want to do story time so bad, but I refuse to open Pandora's box, because it's going to be opening Pandora's box, but I refuse to open Pandora's box for no reason, and nobody's listening, nobody's learning from it, nobody's getting a message from it. I'm not getting anything from it. Like, for nothing is good is coming out of it, but Pandora's box is open. Like, I won't, I can't do that. I can't do that, because what good would come from that? Like, I need more good to come from the things I do than bad. I need, at the end of the day, for the good to outweigh the bad. So I've actually been ready to do these story times for a long time now, but I've been waiting for the right opportunity, and my views are still at zero at 27 minutes in. Um, see, because people try to say, well, you're not promoting yourself, you're not sharing. I do. I just be giving up on that, because I'm not surrounded by the people who want to support me. I'm surrounded by haters. I'm surrounded by the real ones come in and stay in, because it's always the one or two that pops in and pop out. And I'm just tired of feeling this low. I'm tired of feeling unappreciated and unvalued. And it's weird because when I was dying, everybody acted like they cared so much. They wanted me to live so much. And I was ready. I was ready. I was ready to finally be at peace. But all of a sudden, everybody came out the woodworks and act like they care so much. And now that I'm still here, it's like, where they at again? Everybody disappeared again. Being strong is hard. Don't ever let anybody convince you that if it gets hard, that means you're not strong. Being strong is fucking hard. It's hard when you have to get punched in your face and still keep your chin up and keep walking. When you have to get kicked down the mountain and get back up and keep climbing by yourself. When you have to put everybody and everything that depends on you on your shoulders and carry the weight by yourself while everybody is trying to pull you down. You have the weight of everything that depends on you on your shoulders, while you have the weight of the world holding you at your ankles, pulling you down. It's really hard. But the thing that keeps me determined is because I've already been my own proof. I've accomplished some unimaginable things, some things that I would have never been able to envision actually happening. My book, for instance. Stop it. You cannot be in front of the camera like that. She has on a dress, but she does not keep it down. We don't have that many clothes. I'm working on our clothes. I have to do laundry. I don't have any help. Clearly, obviously, I don't have laundry set up here. So, yeah, for anybody who does watch this and want to say something, you know, go ahead. Cause I think it's time to get real on here, like extra real on here. Like, yeah, let's start addressing stuff because there's somebody who needs to hear some real things that aren't being addressed in the world actually being addressed. And there are some people that I have personally been protecting, and they have been ruining my life, and it makes it hard, and it plays a huge part in this whole struggle. Why I have zero viewers, meaning I have zero real friends, zero family support, and it's crazy. It's frustrating, it's stressful, it's overwhelming, it's hurtful. It's nearly unbearable. Very, very, very close to being unbearable. Like, yeah, but I'm determined. I'm determined. I really don't have a choice. It's not an option. That's the thing. At the end of the day, it's not optional for me. It's not optional. That's the problem. People want me to quit. people people want me to quit, but it's not an option. It's not an option. I won't just do myself in. I can't just do myself in. And quitting would be doing myself in because I couldn't live. I couldn't survive. Nobody's helping take care of me. Nobody's helping take care of her at all. At all. Like, I didn't even want to be on child support. My mom put me on child support when I was on my deathbed when she was acting like she cared so much. But that was definitely against my will because I told her I did not want the child support to be set up. But since she was the one that was going to have to, at the end of the day, be taking my daughter in to keep her out of the system because her dad was not going to take her and take care of her, um, that's what she felt like she needed to do in order for her to be able to take care of my daughter, which is crazy because, you know, you be having all this money to splurge. But, and yes, I know that her dad is responsible, but this whole child support system, that's a whole nother thing to talk about. Um, you know, I'm not with it, but since my mom did put us on it, we are on. She does get child support, but that's only less than 400 a month. What does that cover? You know, pull ups, wipes, definitely not any bills. Now I got it where we don't have any bills, but you know, except for a phone bill, which I don't even pay. I just use Wi-Fi. Her getting diagnosed with epilepsy and people trying to get her taken from me and all of that type of stuff made me feel like I was unsafe even going out selling my books like I was. So that came to a halt like instantly. CPS knocking on my door telling me a bunch of lies that somebody anonymously told them, which I know who it was. I know for a fact who it was because of what was said, but they think I'm stupid. Like, y'all, people don't be realizing what I be dealing with. Sit down. People don't be realizing what we be dealing with, like what be really be going on. Everybody want to, have something to say, but don't nobody want to have anything to do. Nobody wants any responsibility anywhere. Nobody's responsible for me. Nobody's responsible for her but me. The only way they're willing to be responsible for her is making it where she can't see me, like they did my other kids, for no reason. I was nowhere near this stressed when I had my other kids. Everything was fine, except for the situation that happened with my son, and that was because of me trusting people that I shouldn't have trusted him with. And ironically, those same people are the same people that everybody want to act like is safer around my kids than me. It's like, it's just freaking crazy. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. It's not funny. Hush. Lay down. It's crazy. It makes absolutely no sense. Like, it's so much corruption that be going on. But in order to live and push forward and continue to grow and thrive, you just have to, still be strong and focus on your strength. But I never said it was easy. I never said it was easy. I could never say that it's easy because it's not. It never has been for me. Not for me. Me smiling does not mean it's easy. Me laughing does not mean it's easy. Me traveling does not mean it's easy. Me buying a car and a house does not mean it's easy. A lot of work went before that. Um, it's easier than we tell ourselves because it's possible. A lot of us tell ourselves that it's impossible, but y'all know I don't believe in impossible. But it can take some work. It can take some determination. It can take some, there's no other option. It's not optional. It definitely takes that. Takes a lot of guts. Takes a lot of willpower. It takes a lot of I'm not giving up. It takes some I don't care what y'all think, you know? Wow. Um yeah, but I'd be so tired. I'm so exhausted. My body be breaking down and it be feeling like nobody cares. Nobody's gonna care again until all of a sudden on that bed again, and all of a sudden people gonna be swarming around and all this boo hoo and acting like they care and trying to laugh in my face, and act like we always been buddy buddy, knowing daggone well they have purposely made themselves my enemy. And I'm not gonna be trying to hear it this time. I'm not gonna be trying to hear it at all. As a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna tell them to get out my room. Please get out my room. Remove them from my room. I don't need them around me at all. Yeah. So if y'all want to hear those story times, if y'all care to learn from my experiences, please come and share this video, share my lives, like my content, subscribe to my channel. That's how you let me know you care to know. That's how you let me know you care about me. Um, because right now, until I start seeing people really showing support, that's gonna be the only way I'm letting people around me anymore. That's the only way I'm letting anybody close to me. Like, the people that I'm gonna let close to me from now on is the people that I see are actually willing to actively and consistently support me and the things that I do. The same way I actively and consistently put my support out as much as I can. Not saying that I expect people to give what they don't have, but I notice, I recognize effort when it's there. I definitely can recognize effort when it's there. I can also recognize um um efforts with ulterior motives. I may not recognize it immediately, but it ain't gonna take long for me to recognize it. Like, I've had some people who um they did some things, and they felt like it was little things, and it was major to me because it's the little things for me. But then I started noticing certain stuff. It's just like, okay, what is that? Like, what was the reason for that? Like, why are you talking to me like that? It's just, I don't know. I really don't feel like I fit in this world because I don't understand. Like, I understand what people go through. I understand people's trauma. I understand people's fear of, trusting and getting close to people and stuff. But I don't understand how people allow that to affect them. I don't understand how people can take that as making it okay to be rude and mean to somebody who is not the one who did that to you and is not being rude or mean to you. I don't understand how people allow that to completely change and make them be a really messed up individual. Some people, I just feel like they have a wicked spirit in them, and that spirit has taken over them. And actually, I say some people very lightly because I feel like that's a lot of people in this world. And it's scary because I don't know how to relate to that. I can't relate to that. So, yeah, just like the fact that I can't even have my daughter in the video. And I would love to be able to do videos and inspiring other autistic parents, and be able to create a community of support, a support system around that. And I have to be so super cautious that it's like I can't even do that safely. The autism and the epilepsy, and the fact that I have seizures as well, which I don't know if it's epilepsy, but it's we got to do better. We just got to do better. What we do matters. How we act matters. How we treat each other matters. It so matters. It matters so much. It means everything. It affects everything on such a grand scale. You think it's so little. You think, oh, you're such a you. Well, it's who care? Well, then you shouldn't care about me. You know, forget about that. Then like it affects so much. Little girl, what are you doing? That's my eye. If you're gonna stand up in the camera, you have to keep your dress down. I just be so tired though. I'm tired of putting my energy out and no energy is coming, like zero energy is coming back. And I do be wanting to quit this whole YouTube thing, but everybody, including you guys, has participated in creating a world where it's like you almost can't do business without social media. And yeah, since even when I was making a crazy amount of money, like I had no clue how much money I was actually making until just a few months ago when I finally actually calculated it. But when I was making all that money and I still couldn't get anybody to let me hire them, like that's how I know it'd be sabotage. Like it's crazy. And part of it, you know, I actually have another supernatural experience that I had when I was pregnant, and somebody might have put a curse on me. Yep, they might have been even trying to sacrifice my baby. But it's so much. It's so much. Some people like people. I be under so many different attacks. I've been under so much spiritual warfare, so many spiritual attacks, so many emotional attacks, so many physical attacks, and I still stand though. At the end of the day, that's the thing. Like I don't even know how I still stand, other than me being determined and me just staying focused and me, no matter what, like even through the tears and the frustration and stress, I do my best to stay positive. You know, at the end of the day, I always focus on, okay, what can I do next though? You know, what can I do about it though? And that's the thing. People try to categorize me of, oh, you're so negative. Like, bruh, if I was being negative, if I was really being negative, I would not be doing anything. I would just be like, you know what? Forget this. I would be doing what a lot of people that I know are doing and would do. But mm-mm, nope, it's not an option. I will not live like that. I will not. I refuse to live like that. The only thing that's going to stop me is death, period. And I don't believe in death, so even that ain't going to stop me. So, to anybody who is trying, you are wasting your time. You may be stressing me out, but guess what? I'm going to get the last laugh. And it ain't going to be the way you think. It ain't going to be the way you want, but I'm going to get the last laugh. Because I'm not as nice as y'all think I am. I'm nice. Nicer than anybody you probably know, but not the way y'all think I am. I'm no dummy. I'm no softy. I'm no punching bag. And I'm not somebody that can't make you suffer. So I just choose not to. But if that last button get pushed, it is what it is, and I ain't gonna care. I'm not. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not gonna care. Even when I had a PO, I told my PO straight up. When I talked to the police, I told the police straight up. My counselor at college, straight up. I don't hide it. I ain't gotta lie about it. I it is what it is. Cause I give way too many chances. So why should I care after all of that? And some people, it's like years, like from my childhood and still building. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When that energy spins back on them, oh, they're gonna be knocked down. They're gonna be brought down to size for real. And they think that because some of them are up in age, they think they're gonna escape it by death. Like I said, that death thing, there ain't no such thing as death. You just out of this body. You still got your karma coming. Yep. At the end of the day. Look, you just made me almost make me make a mess. Stop doing that. Then I gotta be bullied by my own baby. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and cut this video off. And I'm gonna finish working on this outfit. I know that I said that I was going to show the outfit to you guys, I believe yesterday. Gratefully, I can finish this jacket because and figure out what to put under it because I don't want to try it on and then be showing too much because the way the stitch is, it's like it's almost like netted. So yeah, we got to be appropriate because again, I'm not a clout chaser. Not like that. Not in no type of like I'm gonna do anything for clout type way. No. And then at the same time, I do want my channel to get monetized. So we can't be showing stuff that's gonna have YouTube trying to block me. We can't get them reason to be doing it. They already be doing it, but we ain't about to give them no reason. So, you know, period. But anyway, y'all have a great day. Period. Be determined. Keep moving forward no matter what. And don't ever think that it was supposed to be easy. It should be a lot easier than it is, but in this world we live in, it's not going to be easy. It's not a matter of it being easy. It's a matter of how determined are you? How much do you want it? How much do you need it? How much is it required? Is it mandatory? Because for me, it's mandatory. It's not optional. My hair's growing back in. I'm debating on whether I want to cut it again or not. Y'all missing out on a lot of story times. Y'all missing on a lot of, a whole lot of. Help me get these numbers up. Help me get get my following. I don't want just views. I want following. I want people who are, you know, here to learn and grow together and build together and create a relationship. support, a community. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want a community where we're here for each other, we support each other. I want to be able to support people without feeling like I'm being used and taken advantage of and unappreciated at the same time. You know. But anywho,